and welcome to the weekly roundup on Bruce TV. In this edition, Ghana's most successful African Renaissance project, dubbed Beyond the Return, under threat. Chakwera is hope for new Africa after Magufuli, says PLO Lumumba. African elephants face extinction if not protected. France responsible for Rwandan genocide. Adults stripped naked on TV show to challenge so-called perfect body myth. Ghana's most successful African Renaissance project, dubbed Beyond the Return, is under threat as the debate over the admission of 2 students with dreadlocks to Achimota High School has reached fever levels. The school has stood its ground in asking the students to cut their dreadlocks before they would be enrolled, but the father of one of the boys has vowed to derail the government's ambitious project of making Ghana a home for people of African descent, wherever they may currently be living.
I am going to make a very massive appeal to the diaspora community to not come to Ghana and see Ghana as a gateway. The president have invited us to come here as the year of return and the year beyond the return. And a lot of us have decided to come here and settle down in the system. So I'm going to put out a strong appeal that we should not look at Ghana, because Ghana is very prejudicial. And you bring your children here, they will want to comb the ear and fight against their culture. So let us look at another African country to go or stay where we are.
Beyond the Return is a follow-up to the successful Year of Return Ghana 2019 campaign, which commemorated the 400th anniversary of the arrival of the first recorded enslaved Africans in Jamestown, Virginia in 1619. The landmark campaign also celebrated the resilience of the African over the past 400 years and welcomed all people of African origin to return to Africa, especially Ghana. Ghana initiated the Year of Return in 2019, aimed at encouraging members of the African diaspora to visit the country. This initiative was linked to the 400th anniversary of slaves landing in the US. The president of Ghana, Nana Akufo-Addo, in launching the project, said his country felt a responsibility to welcome all those who could trace their ancestry to Africa, since Ghana was a key transit point for transporting slaves. The government also said the Year of Return had drawn wider attention to Ghana and positively influenced international media reports. The country attracted a number of celebrities in 2019, including model Naomi Campbell, actor Idris Elba, comedian Steve Harvey, and American rapper Cardi B. The Year of Return had injected about $1.9 billion into the Ghanaian economy. In a related development, the University of Lusaka has banned students from wearing inappropriate outfits while attending classes or engaging in other academic pursuits on or off campus, sparking uproar on social media platforms. According to a notice dated March 24, 2021, University of Lusaka students have been banished from wearing clothing with derogatory, offensive or lewd messages either in words or pictures. A celebrated Pan-Africanist, Professor Patrick Lumumba, has hailed Malawian President Lazarus Chakwera as a promising transformational leader for Africa and called his eulogy of Tanzania's late president John Pombe Magufuli the most powerful tribute ever made to an African leader. Speaking on Pan-African TV Wednesday night, Lumumba said, "It was the most powerful, in my view, the most touching ever made. It is a funeral oration in history." Chakwera referred to Magufuli, who died last week following heart complications at the age of 61, as Africa's finest son, whose life of service would be remembered.
At the passing of one of Africa's finest sons, because none of us saw it coming, when they said laziness and sloth in public service cannot be cured, they did not see Magufuli coming. When they said the cartels of corruption strangling Africa's governments cannot be defeated, they did not see Magufuli coming. When they said infrastructural projects in Africa cannot be completed on time and on budget, they did not see Magufuli coming.
African elephants living in forests and the savannah are facing extinction due to poaching and loss of habitat, the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, said in a report published on Thursday. The population of African forest elephants, mostly found in Central Africa, has declined by more than 86% over the past 3 decades, according to the IUCN. The African savanna elephant population, which is centered around the Zambezi River area, fell by at least 60% over the last 50 years, the report said. France was largely responsible for the genocide in Rwanda, but not complicit in the genocide in the country, a committee of historians concluded in a report released on Friday. The Rwandan genocide in 1994 killed more than 800,000 people in just a few months. Investigators note that France had a serious and overwhelming responsibility, noting the central role of then-President François Mitterrand. He had close ties with the former president of Rwanda, Juvenal Habyarimana, a Hutu. His death in 1994 resulted in the genocide. France would have been blind to preparations for the massacres, the researchers conclude. According to them, Paris has failed to prevent the mass murder of the Tutsi minority and moderate Hutus in Rwanda. The country previously acknowledged that political mistakes had been made but denied responsibility for the genocide. The historians conducted the investigation at the request of French President Emmanuel Macron. The report could ease tensions between France and Rwanda. Rwanda has long accused the French of complicity in the genocide. A children's TV show in Denmark is getting adults to strip naked in front of school pupils in order to promote what they describe as body positivity. Before a live TV studio of 11 to 13-year-olds, 5 adult guests disrobe in front of children and then answer questions about their body and private parts. In order to challenge stereotypes of the perfect body, the guests include both old and young, fat and thin, and hairy and pimply. The show is broadcast on Ultra, an old on-demand children's channel that is part of Denmark's national broadcaster DR. Its producers say it encourages adolescents to accept that humans come in all shapes and sizes, making them less susceptible to body shaming. However, even in broad-minded Denmark, which has long been known for a relaxed attitude on nudity, Ultra strips down is not without critics. And that's it for today's edition of Weekly Roundup on Bruce TV. My name is Nilante Bruce. Please hit the notification button and subscribe to this channel. Until we meet again next time, have a wonderful week. So Timbuktu, Ghana, Mali, Sumanguru, when